Alright, let's be real. How many of you saw LaMelo Ball in high school, pulling up from half court like it was a free throw and thought, yeah, this dude is gonna be him one day? Or maybe you were one of the doubters, thinking he was all flash, no substance? Well, fast forward to today, and LaMelo Ball is HIMOTHY, averaging around 29 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. He's turned the Charlotte Hornets, yes, the Charlotte Hornets, into one of the most entertaining teams in the league. But this rise to NBA superstardom didn't happen overnight. It's been a wild journey from Chino Hills to Lithuania, the JBA, Australia, and now the NBA. So let's break it all down, how LaMelo Ball went from viral sensation to a legit superstar. But before we get into it, where did you first hear about LaMelo? Was it the infamous 92-point game, his high school highlights? Or did you only start paying attention when he started dropping triple-doubles in the NBA? Let me know in the comments. Understand LaMelo, we gotta talk about the mastermind behind the Ball family empire. LaVar Ball. Love him or hate him, the man had a plan, and that plan started before LaMelo was even born. LaVar, a former college athlete, knew genetics played a role in basketball greatness. So he strategically married Tina Ball, a 6'1" former college hooper herself. The goal? To create a basketball dynasty. And guess what? It worked. LaMelo, the youngest of the 3 Ball brothers, was raised in a hyper-competitive environment. With Lonzo and LiAngelo pushing him every day, Melo had no choice but to level up. By the time he was 13, he was already playing against grown men, developing the confidence and creativity that define his game today. Now, be honest, if your dad made you train like a pro athlete from the time you could walk, would you have stuck with it or quit on the spot? Because Melo embraced it. In 2013, while in 7th grade, Ball began playing with his brothers on Big Ballers via XT, a 17 and under amateur athletic union team launched and coached by his parents. The team, which was not sponsored by a major shoe company, did not compete in top AAU circuits and instead took part in local competitions. LaMelo's first taste of national fame came at Chino Hills, where he played alongside his brothers in one of the most legendary high school teams ever. In 2016, they went 35-0, dominating teams with their fast-paced run-and-gun style. But it was his sophomore year that put him on the map. Y'all remember the 92-point game? The internet exploded. People were either amazed or furious. Melo was cherry-picking, hitting ridiculous shots, and doing it all with that classic Ball family swagger. Ball finished the season averaging 26.7 points and almost 10 assists per game, earning Max Prep's sophomore All-American first-team recognition. On July 27th, he featured in an AAU game against 5-star recruit Zion Williamson that was featured in national sports media. After bouncing around the world playing pro ball, LaMelo Ball made his return to the high school scene on November 5th, 2018, joining Spire Institute and Academy in Ohio. And let's just say, he did not come back quietly. In his debut on November 10th, Melo went off, dropping 20 points, dishing out 13 dimes, and grabbing 5 boards in a 96-84 win over the Hill School. Spire instantly became must-watch basketball, with Melo running the show like a seasoned vet. He led his squad all the way to the finals, earned the season MVP, and reminded everyone why he was that guy. But there was a catch. Because of his pro experience overseas, the NCAA ruled him ineligible for the 2019 McDonald's All-American game. Tough break, but let's be real. Melo was already playing on a different level. Some said that his high school was the most disrespectful performance ever. Others said it was just a kid hooping. What do you think? Was that game legendary or overrated? Regardless, the hype was real, but instead of following the traditional path to college, Melo's journey took a wild turn. Most high school stars go to college. Not Melo. His path was different. First stop, Lithuania. At just 16, he signed a pro contract with Vytautas Prienai. On paper, it sounded wild, a high school kid playing pro ball in Europe. But in reality, it was a train wreck. The competition was tougher, the coaching was strict, and Melo wasn't ready for that level of structured play. He barely got minutes, averaging just 6.5 points and 2.4 assists per game. The experiment flopped, and after a few months, the Ball family packed their bags and left. Next, he played in the JBA, the league his dad literally created. And Melo? He dominated. He averaged a ridiculous 39.6 points, 14.6 rebounds, and 11.5 assists per game. Those are video game numbers. But let's be honest, the competition wasn't NBA level. The JBA lacked structure, top-tier coaching, and real scouting. So while Melo put up eye-popping stats, the league itself wasn't taken seriously. Then came his senior year at Spire Academy, where he finally got to play high school ball again. This was a crucial moment for Melo. He got back to playing in a team system, refined his leadership skills, and proved he wasn't just a flashy scorer. But the biggest leap happened in Australia. Playing for the Illawarra Hawks in the NBL, Melo faced grown men again, but this time he was ready. He adapted to the physicality, improved his shot selection, and became a true floor general. He averaged 17 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 6.8 assists per game. His confidence soared, and by the end of the season, he was named NBL Rookie of the Year. The doubters were getting quieter. Melo was ready for the NBA. Draft Night 2020. The Hornets took LaMelo Ball 3rd overall. Some called it a gamble. Some called it genius. But after his first season, there was no doubt Melo was that guy. Winning Rookie of the Year with 15.7 points, 6.1 assists, and 5.9 rebounds per game. He immediately changed the vibe in Charlotte. The Hornets went from being just another lottery team to must-watch TV. His flashy passes, deep threes, and fearless finishing made him a fan favorite overnight. By his second season, he was an all-star, averaging 20 points, 7.6 assists, and 6.7 rebounds per game over 75 games. He continued to elevate his game, making impossible plays look routine. But just when things were heating up, injuries slowed him down. The 2022-23 and 2023-24 seasons were filled with setbacks, ankle injuries, missed games, and growing concerns about his durability. Some even started questioning if he could stay healthy long enough to lead a team. Well, Melo heard all that talk, and this season, he shut everybody up. Averaging around 29 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds, he's proving he's more than just a highlight reel. His shooting efficiency has improved, his leadership is evolving, and he's looking like a franchise cornerstone. The Hornets, for the first time in forever, actually look like they could be going somewhere. Here's the big question: can LaMelo Ball lead the Hornets to real success? Because let's be honest, Charlotte has never been a legit contender. The team is still young, the roster still needs work, but Melo has given them something they haven't had in years: hope. His leadership is growing, his game is maturing, and if Charlotte builds the right squad around him, the sky's the limit. But what do you think? Is Melo a future MVP? Can he actually lead the Hornets to a deep playoff run? Or is he destined to be an elite talent stuck on a struggling team? Let's hear your takes in the comments. So, let's run it back real quick. LaMelo Ball didn't take the easy road to superstardom. He went from being a viral high school sensation to struggling in Lithuania to dominating in Australia to proving every doubter wrong in the NBA. Now, at just 23, he's already one of the most electrifying players in the league and making Charlotte relevant. His journey has been unconventional, unpredictable, and absolutely entertaining, just like his game. So what's next for Melo? Championship runs? MVPs? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, he's not just a star, he's HIMOTHY. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know. What do you think is next for LaMelo Ball? How much do you know about the OKC Thunder? You probably remember the legendary trio. You know, KD, Russell Westbrook, Harden. Well, a lot happened before this trio came together. A lot happened after this trio fell apart. Click on this video if you want to know about the whole thing.